Today's video is going to explain and show you how to use the HDMI capture feature found in ADF Pro. And if you have DEI or MDI with an active video source module license. A video capture card adapter decodes and sends the video signal from an HDMI source, such as a camera, gaming console, laptop, to your host computer. On the host computer, the ADF application processes the video signal to create screen recordings and screenshots to be used during your investigation. One source, one process to obtain the data you have been missing in previous investigations. Simplified so the data is brought directly into ADF for analysis. Start thinking gaming systems, Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, Fire TV, Roku sticks. Any streaming stick that you can connect directly, you'll be able to go in, look at the apps, and record or take screenshots of what you need there. Chromebooks, which I'm going to show you in this video. Mobile devices, if you get the HDMI signal out, think cracked screens, something along those lines, you'll be able to show that and get your captures. And it also gets the internal and external webcam connections. So if you need to video something, if you need to take pictures of something, if you need to stream something, you'll be able to bring those directly in. Any video to HDMI, any of that output, you'll be able to capture. Said it before, it comes with DEI Pro. If you have MDI or DEI and this is something you want, it's a license upgrade module. You need the video capture card, which I'm going to show you here in a bit. That will come with the new kits and some HDMI adapters. So let's move on to making the connection. Okay, you can see here my MirrorBox video capture card. I have the adapter for HDMI and the HDMI cable with my Chromebook. And the MirrorBox is connected to a 4-port hub connected to my examination computer. So I connect that, make the HDMI connection from the Chromebook to the MirrorBox video card, and again back to my examination computer. There is the Chromebook screen all ready for me to capture. I'm just going to open something up here. All right, now that the Chromebook is all set, we have the connection to the host computer. Here we are on that computer, and we're going to go to screencasting. All right, once in screencasting, you can see my sources here, what's available to me. I have my integrated webcam that I can connect to, and anything streaming through that I'd be able to capture. I have my external Logitech Brio camera, which I would be able to stream and capture anything coming through that. And then the MirrorBox video capture card that we showed being connected. So I'm going to select that. This will save as an acquisition. Okay, we need to process this just as we would if we were processing our mobile devices. It saves it as an acquisition, and then we process it for analysis. Acquisition name, it's going to default to what you're capturing, date and time. You can change that to whatever you want. Your orientation, this is a Chromebook, so I'm going to want that in landscape. Do you want to capture the audio coming off of the Chromebook? If so, you're going to want to choose the same capture device for your audio. You will notice that other microphones were available for me, so maybe if I needed to narrate something as I was going through it, I have that ability as well. So I wouldn't necessarily be capturing the audio off the Chromebook, but I could capture my voice and narrate or dictate whatever I needed. You will notice this is off by default, so you don't need to worry about capturing audio that you weren't aware of unless you made a change there. So I have it there to capture the audio coming off the Chromebook. You do have video options. The default is full HD, or you can change anything there in advanced. I'm going to hit proceed. And there we are. We are on now streaming and able to capture the Chromebook, right? So you saw me open that up before. I was looking for a video. Up comes the video. If this is something I needed to capture, I'm going to hit my record button on the bottom. And I'm going to start the video. All right, when that is stopped, I'm going to stop my video. And now I have that recording. If you want to make sure that you have what you thought you captured, you can come back and play this video. You see, by clicking on what's on the right, brings it back into my left panel, and I can play that video. And then I could take any screenshots here that I deem necessary. I can go into settings. I could go into the photo gallery. Anything that you could bring up on that Chromebook is now available to you. So if this was a picture I was interested in, I could take the picture. I could go into the info, get all the metadata of that picture. Let's see if there's anything there. Maybe there's nothing, but you get the point. I can now have this all available to me. One more feature available to you, not only here in the HDMI, but also with screen capture from iOS and Android devices, is when you're going through and doing this, you may be taking hundreds of screenshots, maybe thousands of screenshots, depending if you're scrolling through chats and things like that. But as an investigator, you're going through and you're grabbing all this information, and you may not do the examination or the analysis until later today, maybe tomorrow, or maybe you took this picture and at the point you knew why, but you 10 to 3 weeks from now go, why did I take this picture? So one, we can tag the picture now instead of waiting, say this picture is important, and also let me add a comment. Why did I take this picture? What was it about this picture? And I'm just going to put in stolen dogs and the red band on jacket matches suspect jacket. So now I have a comment on there. So when I come back to it, I go, that's why I took it, because it is little red band on the arm of the jacket matches my suspect. When you are all done with your screenshots, you are going to process this like an acquisition. I'm going to go back to my scans screen. I'm going to add my device acquisition, ADF media device. I'm going to go to where my default location is for acquisitions. I am going to select that folder. I am going to process it with the device screencasting search profile. Give it a name. I have a mandatory field in here, so whoever is doing the scans has to put in their names, and I'm going to process this. Of note here, it is processing each one of those captures, whether it's a screenshot or a video recording. It is pulling textual content out of that with optical character recognition, or OCR. So anything that I captured, any textual content captured through OCR will be searchable. It makes it a lot easier for you to go through your analysis. You'll notice that picture that I tagged is also now tagged in my case. So one less thing I have to do. It's going to also transfer over that comment. I'm going to go into view results. 38 seconds to process those screenshots. There's the screen recordings and screenshots. That icon is for the media capture. I have the device that it was captured from, date and time. Let me come in and look at this. So I have my properties, date, time. I have the integrity hash of that capture. Here's the preview of the picture. Here's the one that has the comment. If I go to my properties, date, time, hash, and stolen dogs, and the red band on the jacket matches the suspect jacket. Now I know that. and go back to the video recording. There's the properties, keyframes, the preview. I can play this, and the audio will come through with the video as well. And then there's the textual content. I have the ability to report now. HTML, PDF, CSV, VIX, standalone viewer. That is HDMI capture and camera capture in a nutshell. That's it for this video. Have a nice day.